Hello, everybody. We're gonna be talking about football again today. Um, you may have already noticed I'm in a different setting than I was prior. I am at my friend's house, so I'm on vacation, but I have to get a predictions video up. So we're doing a predictions video. It's a bit different than normal. I'm gonna hold the mic in front of me and see if this is better. Maybe let me know. Y'all might like this more. I'll probably if you like it, I'll probably keep doing it for this, and I'll figure something else out. I don't know. Trying to think of anything else I had to say other than that. I also apologize for the one light source. The light source I brought for myself died. It is what it is. I don't think it looked that bad with one light source anyway. It might look a little more mysterious. Might be lower lighting for some of y'all that want lower lighting vids. And if you can't tell, I am a very sleepy man right now. I would like to go to bed. However, I have an obligation that I do not plan to shirk. You know what I mean. It's important to me, so I'm not gonna shirk it off. I do apologize for the time of its arrival. I did plan on releasing it sooner, and I did plan on creating it sooner, but my schedule did not allow so. But here we are, and it'll be out. It's gonna come out before the games start, so at the very least, even if it isn't, you aren't able to fall asleep to it, the Saturday night prior, which I don't know if some of y'all do that or not, but you'll at least be able to fall asleep to it Monday, or the Sunday night, tonight, tomorrow, Sunday night, I'm rambling, Sunday night, or after, whatever. So, week 7, for all y'all still here. We're about 3 minutes in, and I haven't said a single pick yet. Let's start now. We have the Denver Broncos at the Cleveland Browns, and they should be able to get the Browns. They should be able to get the Browns given their missing holes at quarterback and running back. But the Broncos, do they have Teddy back? I think they have Teddy back. But they're down. They're not on an upward trajectory team, in my opinion. Sure, the Cleveland Browns are too, and they're actually missing more people. But Cleveland's at home, and I think Cleveland is just overall like a better team than Denver is. I feel like it should be a good game, but I'm gonna give it to Cleveland. Moving on to the next game is the Kansas City Chiefs at the Tennessee Titans. Now this one could go either way. It could be a blowout either way, honestly. Kansas City could run away with it. Tennessee could run away with it. It could also just be a really good game of football, which I'm hoping for. And I think is more likely because I don't think either of them have great defenses. I think Tennessee's is better, but I think Kansas City's offense can be better than Tennessee's, but isn't always. So, I'm picking Tennessee. Next game is Washington at Green Bay. I'm picking the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers is probably going to do some unholy things to that football team defense, which is good. Because I have most leagues where I have Justin Herbert, I have Aaron Rodgers as his backup. And Justin Herbert's bye week is this week. So, I get to start Aaron Rodgers. And hopefully he goes off. That being said, I might have just jinxed Aaron Rodgers. Sorry, Packers fans. Picking the Packers, though, so. Next game is Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I think this is going to be a good game. I think Cincinnati could win. I very do. I need to go to sleep. I very much think Cincinnati can come in there and win. However, I think Lamar is just gonna be a little too much for the Cincinnati defense, and I feel like the ball's gonna whoever the ball last ends up in his hands with a reasonable chance to score is gonna do it. I think it'll be Lamar Jackson because of the Ravens. I think the Ravens defense is better than the Bengals defense. I'm picking the Ravens, but not by much. The next game is the Carolina Panthers at the New York Giants. Carolina Panthers are going to win this game. I can see the Giants doing it. Giants do seem to be in an odd way trending upwards, really odd, really in an odd way. But Carolina is trending in a downwards. But I feel like they're like meaning at like crashing, and then you got the spire. It's just they're hitting each other. And it's possible that they might just bounce just bounce like they go opposite. You know what I'm saying. They go opposite ways. They go back to whence they came. So I think Carolina could be put back into some momentum with this, especially if they get the start Stephon Gilmore this week. Next game is Atlanta at Miami. Now, Atlanta somehow struggles with Miami, but I think Atlanta is a better team than Miami. At least they're playing like a better team than Miami. I'll say that. The offense might work now for Atlanta, and none of the Miami quarterbacks scare me unless suddenly Deshaun Watson's playing for them. Tua Tagovailoa is not my cup of tea. Jacoby Brissett's a good deep ball passer. Where was I at now? Oh, yes, Atlanta's going to win that game. The next game is New York Jets versus at home. I'm being silly. New York Jets at the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are going to win this game. Zach Wilson is going to do better than he did prior last time he played them, which was, I think, 5 interceptions, something like that. It was bad. So, and he should do better than that, and I think he will. I think he's getting better. Philadelphia at Las Vegas. I'm going to pick the Raiders, the Grudenless Raiders, who already did it once. So they're going to do it again. Why not? Like, especially against a team like Philly. Like, it's Philly. Detroit at... Oh, sorry, I'm picking the Raiders. Detroit at the Rams. I'm picking the Rams. As much as the law... I don't know what to call it. But as the week progresses, like as the year goes on, as long as you're 0... As long as you don't have a win, as long as you are winless, and if you are 0 and whatever, your team automatically, like, via, like, football karma, is given... Wow, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, if you were given you're given the football karma that will make your team like equally as good as the other team. Like, it's like a handicap. Like, they play down to you and you play up to them. It's interesting. It doesn't always work, but normally it does. And as the year goes on, it increases more and more and more. That's why there's so few rare undefeated teams. Winless teams. There's only like 3 or 4 in the history of the NFL. I think the Browns, the Lions, and there is another one that did it, but I feel like that was long ago. Can't recall at the moment. I know the Browns were the recent ones that do it. So I don't think it's super popular that it could happen again. So the Jags even won a game last year and they were atrocious. The Jets did too. The Jets one was kind of weird, but whatever. The Rams are just a good football team. The Detroit Lions are not. Detroit Lions are not going to get enough of a handicap to beat the Rams unless the Rams are missing key players. Um, which, by the way, I have to admit, I do not know about injury updates for this week, other than Nick Chubb's not playing. I don't know the injury updates this week, and it's going to affect some of the games, but I don't think it'll affect many or them too much. I apologize for that this week. Next week we'll absolutely, no doubt, be back to back to normal condition, or I'll have the injury updates as well. But you'll see. Next game after that, I'm picking the Rams. Next game is the Chicago Bears at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm going to pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because it's kind of obvious. Defense is looking better. Their offense is looking good, and so I'm talking about the Buccaneers. And then the Chicago Bears offense is starting to operate, but it also has question marks on the running back spot and the O line, and the receiver spot now too because of potential injuries. So not looking great there. The defense looks good, but not like phenomenal. Looks really good, but not phenomenal. So picking the Tampa Bays. Then next game is the Houston Texans at the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm gonna be rooting hard for the Texans here. I don't dislike the Cardinals, but man, wouldn't it be funny if like the team that's just supposed to be like 1 year wonder play, not 1 year wonder players, but like 1 year contract players, and just they're not that good. A lot of people projected them to go like winless. Some people projected them like 1 win. I think I gave them 2. Wouldn't it be interesting to see them be the team to make there be no more undefeated teams, like them take out the last undefeated team? Wouldn't that be funny? The Texans, the team that everybody ranked basically 32 heading into this year, would be the team that currently most people have ranked 1. I don't think it's changed throughout the year, obviously, but like that end of vacuum is pretty funny. I'm picking the Cardinals, though. That's not going to happen. It'll be funny, but it's not going to happen. Next game is the Indianapolis Colts at the 49ers, and the Indianapolis Colts are not going to win this game. I was thinking real hard about it. I don't know if Garoppolo's back in. I don't think he is, but either way, if he is or not, I think if he is, they're gonna be able to work what they want to do, including run the ball in the way they want to, for the most part. And I think that Trey Lance is bound to have at least an okay game against an okay secondary. Yeah, I guess I called him okay. Same thing could be said for Indianapolis, though. So, like, it really could go both ways. But if Trey Lance is starting, okay, I like Trey Lance. How about? I think it's more likely of a 49er win if Trey Lance starts than it is if Garoppolo starts. But I still think if Garoppolo starts, it's more likely a win than for Indianapolis. But I could see Indianapolis winning, so it's not like out of the question. The next game is the New Orleans Saints at the Seattle Seahawks. Man, they really picked the worst time of the year to put Seahawks on the late night games, didn't they? They really decided, all right, they said, all right, let's make the schedule and hope Russell Wilson doesn't get hurt this one time. And boom, he did. And now we're seeing Geno Smith in primetime 2 weeks in a row, I think. Who had that on their bingo card for the year? Anyone? Yeah, I think so. New Orleans at Seattle. I'm going to pick the New Orleans Saints. I just think they're better. Sans Russ Wilson, of course. I think the Seahawks are better with Russell Wilson. But Russell Wilson's a big factor. So you can't just write it off. I don't think the Saints are great, though, so Seattle could win. Geno Smith has played well. Geno Smith has played very well for like what we expected. But Saints defense is good, so Geno Smith is probably going to go back to looking bad. But if Geno Smith can just look good, and the Seattle defense can keep Jameis Winston to not throwing touchdowns, instead throw picks, Seattle can win. But I think the Saints are going to win. Just I think their defense is going to mess Geno Smith up. But I'm rooting for Geno Smith. That's all my picks. I'm going to go back through and say all of them real fast. First, let me say thank you all for watching. Some of y'all actually pay attention to what I say in terms of football, and that's shocking. I appreciate that. I think I'm knowledgeable. I have some good takes. I have some bad takes, because you know what? I'm human. I have some good fantasy teams and some bad fantasy teams. And I have the weirdest luck, man. But thank you again for watching. I'm going to announce the games one more time. Denver at Cleveland. Denver. I'm gonna say the city names, and then I'm gonna say the team name that wins. So Denver at Cleveland, the Browns. Kansas City at Tennessee, the Chiefs. Oh fuck. Whoops on that one. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I don't know if I can. I'm too tired for that. If I'm being real with you, I'm gonna do it like this: the Kansas City Chiefs, the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are gonna win. The Washington football team and the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are gonna win. The Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens are gonna win. The Carolina Panthers at the New York Giants. The Panthers are gonna win. The Atlanta Falcons at the Miami Dolphins. The Falcons are gonna win. The New York Jets at the New England Patriots. The Jets are gonna win. The Philadelphia Eagles at the Las Vegas Raiders. Let me recap. Let me rewind. Let me put it in reverse, Terry. The New York Jets are going to lose to the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are going to win. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I think I did. Mouth typo. Same thing on the other word I said. New England is going to beat the Jets. Philadelphia Eagles at the Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders will win. The Detroit Lions at the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams will win. The Chicago Bears at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will win. The Houston Texans at the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals will win. The Indianapolis Colts at the 49ers. The 49ers will win. And the New Orleans Saints at the Seahawks. The New Orleans Saints win. I forgot one last thing to do earlier. Probably should have done that earlier. My predictions from last week. Can you guess how I did? I think you can guess how I did. Well, now that the bye weeks have started, it's now week. So now the bye weeks are starting. There's 2 more games that are not being played, so it's 4 teams that are on a bye week each week. I think it is. So. It's 2 less picks. That was last week. So, week 5, week 4, and week 3, I do believe I went 11-5 in terms of my predictions. Last week I went 9-5. So I'm sticking with my trajectory. Sticking with my trajectory of 5 losses each week. And I happen to get the 5 losses in the victory column in week 1, but we're going to call that an outlier. And also just week 1. So 9-5 this week. That brings my season total to 59-35. So it's not bad. I'm happy with it. We're going to get better. We're going to stop making 5 losses. We're going to get less than that. We're going to make it 2, maybe 3. I'm gonna be confident enough to, if I were a betting money on sports kind of guy, I want to be so good at this that I could bet on it as well. But then again, it is a lot about luck and a lot about refs and a lot about stupid stuff that's unpredictable and just unfortunate calls that just slightly swing the game and just momentum. I can't predict for all those things. I'm not God. I'm just a guy. I hope this was enjoyable for you. Thank you all for watching. Sweet dreams. Happy football. Thanks for tolerating me.